is Armillaria species. It gets black. You see how this stuff is black netting?
Mm-hmm.
But right here, there's this orange netting. That's that fresh stuff. This is a bit older, but that is a type of fungus that goes into the wood and other stuff, like other materials, especially trees, living and dead trees. And it will start eating away and decomposing those materials. Very important for decomposition in the forest. Hi, my name is Doug Gilbert. I'm a member of Loveland's Tree and Environment Committee, founding member of the Love Our Land group, which is present on Instagram and Facebook. And professionally, I'm an ecologist. I work with a Cincinnati-based environmental consulting firm. This video is in honor of Arbor Day. Because of COVID this year, we weren't able to have the festivities that we originally had planned. So instead, we're coming to you with this video to demonstrate the city's commitment to our parks and making sure that all of our citizens have access to green space and for years to come. So we're here at Phillip's Park. This is one of the many green spaces that the city of Loveland has to offer. And most people might associate this park with the recreation hotspot that it is. We've got baseball fields, soccer fields, playground, basketball court. So this area is a very popular spot for those types of activities. But what a lot of people don't know is we have a fantastic forest here available for everybody to enjoy. This forest is actually one of the oldest forests in Loveland. When we look at aerial imagery, historic aerial imagery from 1932, we can see that many of these trees, the big trees that we see today, were mature trees at that point in time. Meaning that these trees are likely, well over 100 years old and likely closer to 200 years old. This particular tree is one of the largest on the property. This is a black oak, Quercus velutina, and it's massive, as you can see. The tree is extraordinarily valuable for wildlife, and what's fantastic is not only do we have this type of oak tree here, but we have 6 other oak species right here in this area, which is quite diverse and fantastic. In addition, we have American beech, sugar maple, bitternut hickory, and a wide variety of other deciduous trees. This is American beech, Fagus grandifolia. This is a member of the oak family. They produce these fantastic nuts that wildlife just absolutely love. These trees, these big trees, are especially important right now because many of the forests in eastern North America are seeing their beech trees decline dramatically. We haven't had anything like that happen here yet in Loveland, but it's something we have to be careful of. So therefore, we should be cherishing and appreciating these large beech trees while we have them. Quercus rubra, and this is an extraordinarily impressive specimen. It has a huge base at it. It's tall, and like I said before, this tree is probably close to 200 years old, if not a little bit more than that. So this particular tree is just an impressive one to have here in the forest. Just so happy to see it every time I walk by it. This is sugar maple, Acer saccharum. So folks are probably familiar with maple syrup. This is the king of maple syrup. This species right here is the one that is responsible for the most production of maple syrup. And as you can see up in the canopy, it can get this great yellow foliage, but it can also get fantastic gold foliage, orange foliage, red foliage. It's just a fantastic tree for this time of year. In addition, they also provide an abundant source of little flowers for bees to feed on in the springtime. So this is another just fantastic tree to have around. So glad to have it. So while this area is very important, beautiful, it's a healthy forest, there does still have some problems, like non-native invasive plant species, such as this bush honeysuckle here. As you look around, you'll see that the understory is just dominated with this shrub. Unfortunately, this shrub is extraordinarily invasive, and it outcompetes our native plants for the resources they need in order to be successful. Because of this, we end up seeing a lot of honeysuckle that takes over, and we don't see as many native wildflowers as we'd like to see. As we look back here, you'll note that the honeysuckle is absent. This honeysuckle has been removed, and it's allowed young trees to grow up, and more wildflowers to pop up this year than in any other year. So if you're interested, you can help the Loveland Tree and Environment Committee and the Love Our Land group reduce the amount of honeysuckle that are in our forest and help boost the number of native plants to help support wildlife and a healthy ecosystem. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you learned a little bit about the types of green spaces and the old growth forests that the city of Loveland has to offer. Hope you get out and take advantage of them, cherish them, and appreciate them. And happy Arbor Day.